Hey everybody, it's Amber if you're new here, and if not, welcome back. Today we're doing something a little bit special. Now, I wanted to cover the ScruFace and Knox Hill beef for a very long time at this point, and I didn't have a channel yet to do so. Making a reaction channel is something I've wanted to do for years, so when I first heard about this, I kind of wanted to save it in case I ever did do this one day. Now, I enjoy both of them as reactors. I listen to both their music catalogs and just their general opinions, education, and views towards hip-hop especially, but music as a whole. I do have appreciation for what both of them have to offer. There are times where I've disagreed with both of them on certain things. I can't pluck one from the universe right now. But more often than not, I stand by the same ideals and beliefs that both of these guys bring to the table when they talk. The way I approach beef and battle rap in general is very simple. You call things down the middle. You don't play favorites. You don't go in planning to support one side or the other because that's just dumb and ridiculous. You may have expectations and you may have hopes for one side if you like one or another, but to go in and just decide it doesn't matter what's going to come out of this, I'm just going to sway towards this one person is ridiculous to me, and I'll never do that. It's never going to happen. So I have a playlist that has all 6 of the core songs as I understand. I did a little digging around, try to listen to Scru, Knox. I even listened to Shaq, Stevie, and Cliff a little bit talk about the order of certain songs and some songs that were mistaken to be part of the beef, but they really weren't. Like, I think some people think that Like That was the original, and then something after that, and then Euphoria, but correctively, it's actually Euphoria was the first sort of dig. I that's the gist that I get. So we're going to start with Euphoria and go through the 6 from that point. So let's not waste any more time. The first song we have is Euphoria from ScruFace towards Knox. Now, this original song is Euphoria, Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake. What a many in their back-to-back. So let's get started right here. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting the culture vulture joke in the first 3 seconds. I was not ready for that.
We aiming up at the sky cause we heard that these vultures can fly. They never been part of culture, that's just a lie, a clever disguise. In the school of hard knocks, you would not have made. So
for those who don't know, the long and short of it is a culture vulture is exactly what it sounds like. It's somebody who doesn't have an actual love for the culture, respect for the culture, understanding of the culture. They're not approaching it or partaking it in a way that respects its origin, its use, the rules of it. Really, you're just using it either for your own gain or you're doing it in a way that disrespects the purpose or guidelines behind it as a whole. You're a culture vulture, long and short. So just want to get that out of the way before we even really kick off here.
We aiming up at the sky cause we heard that these vultures can fly. They never been part of culture, that's just a lie, a clever disguise. In the school of hard knocks, you would not have made it out the lunch line. With a fucking boxer stuffed you in the locker, pussy, it's a hard knock life. And giving out a hall pass, you better haul ass or die like the last. You about to fall in my trap.
Now, when he says die like the last, that could be a lot of people. So if you don't know Scru's beefed with like everybody. And no disrespect to you, Scru. Like, you're here for it. That's kind of your thing. But you have beefed with everybody with a pulse. Like, let's just be real about that. So, yeah.
And giving out a hall pass, you better haul ass or die like the last. You about to fall in my trap. I swear these body badges fall in my lap. First shot was just an arm shot, but pussy, next shot gonna be your last. Would you rather have him sign your casket, or would you rather have him sign your cast? I'm like a Tesla.
Would you rather I kill you or just hurt you, basically?
I have the drive even when I ain't had a will. But this ain't for the skill. Pussy, I'm out here to kill. This ain't fucking battle rap. No, this ain't for the thrill. Remember what you said. You're gonna have to die on that hill.
You're gonna have to die on that hill? Knox Hill? Okay. All right. That was one thing, I'm not gonna lie, in the original Euphoria, that was one thing I didn't like about it that much, is the Euphoria has 2 beat switches and it's like 3 beats across the whole song. Realistically, it has that very slow intro, then it kicks off into the part most people know, and then at the end it's got that last little remember, hey top dog, and it does one last one where it gets very, very different from there. But okay, so he's gonna make the hill joke right at the pivot into the second act. Okay.
When I ain't had a will, but this ain't for the skill. Pussy, I'm out here to kill. This ain't fucking battle rap, no, this ain't for the thrill. Remember what you said, you're gonna have to die on that hill.
Ain't feeling the wrist,
Smell like murder. The package just landed.
I'm sorry, shout out the Bone Thug Jaggy, you got on.
Smell like murder. The package just landed the way that I planned it, cause I swing this hammer with reckless abandon. They open the antics, I'm up in the standards, and up in this cannon and chucking my man.
They up in the antics, I'm up in the standards. Okay.
Cause I swing this hammer with reckless abandon. They open the antics, I'm up in the standards, and up in this cannon and chucking my man. You fucking should panic. Bitch, if it's up in the stuck, then we'll put you up in the attic. Cause these automatics gon' come with attachments. These shots gon' come with a belt like an addict. Come fuck with the baddest. Hollin' at checking the niggas as easy as checking the status. They try to combat us, but they learn it's not in the phone when the guns in the hand of the rappers. No niggas is trapping. I know what boots that are stacking, whose future is stuffed in his mattress. Just call me the savage. Know a white.
We're gonna be here all day if I cover every last single bar.
Cause these automatics gon' come with attachments. These shots gon' come with a belt like an addict. Come fuck with the baddest. Hollin' at checking the niggas as easy as checking the status. They try to combat us, but they learn it's not in the phone when the guns in the hand of the rappers. No niggas is trapping. I know what boots that are stacking, whose future is stuffed in his mattress. Just call me the savage. Know a white shooter like Luca might got a future in the Mavericks.
Know a white shooter like Luca might got a future in the Mavericks?
Combatants, but they learn it's not in the phone when the guns in the hand of the rappers. No niggas is trapping. I know what boots that are stacking, whose future is stuffed in his mattress. Just call me the savage. Know a white shooter like Luca might got a future in the Mavericks. The salary gift and they added his bitch and his back to the strip with a motherfucking package. You battle me, can't give you half of the clip. Which one you want? Push your malice. Fun swear, this is all my palace. Anyone come play with my family. Just pray you never called out lacking. Gun stay and it's all my silence.
The gun stay in his arm like Samus, Metroid, freaking. The whole right arm is a freaking cannon, or left. I'm sorry. It's a long morning.
I might Hellcat it. I'ma need all of the features like Khaled. Fuck around, might buy me a paddock or an AP, cause we ain't in the same classes. Splitting this cabbage. I'm just trying to bring my brothers with me like the Nazis. Put on the mask and the text start flashing. They ain't even know who it was, it's a catfish. Look at these bastards. Man, these niggas is pussy. You see how they acting? Bitch, ain't no median. Shit, I'm in the mode to be me, cause these niggas is average. Know what the
They ain't no median. I'm in the mode to be mean because they average. Median, mean, mode, average. All math, 3 different forms of average right there. Also,
we ain't in the same classes, splitting this cabbage. I'm just trying to bring my brothers with me like the Nazis. Put on the mask and the text start flashing. They ain't even know who it was, it's a catfish.
That was the other line. They ain't even know who it was, it's a catfish.
Look at these bastards. Man, these niggas is pussy. You see how they acting? Bitch, ain't no median. Shit, I'm in the mode to be me, cause these niggas is average. Know what the math is? We get to adding, take out a fraction. They'll be subtracting things in my past and drove me to snap shit. You can get back from my motherfucking bag. Cause any nigga try to play my reactions. Broke it, probably getting paid for their plasma. They ain't making what I'm paying in taxes, but it's great. Got me shaking and laughter. I make them examples. Y'all not taking the mantle. I bet you to amp you just to show you to your face what you can.
I saw, by the way, I saw some people that were memeing about that specifically, him bragging about his watch. I saw people that were joking. That's like one thing I did see from this song, and people were talking about like why are you flashing a watch? How old are you? Like show your car from the outside what you're driving. Hey, buddy. I get the base level at where you're coming from with the show me your car, not your watch. But how about maybe he doesn't want to tell everybody, hey, I live in this state and this is my city and look at my car from the outside and this is what I look like and this is who I hang with, and make it easy as hell for people to run up and do something stupid. Maybe he's flashing the watch for a reason. Just my take on it, man. Like I get the sentiment behind like what you brag about at certain stages of life, but like this isn't Europe. It's a lot easier to track people down to the fine details with little to go off in America. Just saying.
Y'all not taking the mantle. I bet you the amp you just to show you to your face what you can. Man, take this pussy nigga straight to the doctor. Bring the hammer down like breaking our lobster. Bitches now and now can't wait for our offer. In and out from now, I may have to off you. Bring your tower down, I may have to con you. 100,000 rounds that came with the congas. All you cowards now that made me a monster. Bring your tower out, they may have to stop us.
Bring your tower down, they may have to Kong us, and also bring the hammer down, the lobster bar right there. That's the problem with a song like this is unless you want to pause every 4 seconds and then people hop in the comments like, I can't believe you missed this bar. It's like, no, I didn't miss this bar. The song's 3 minutes. My reaction's already 14 minutes. If you want it to be 48 minutes, I could tell you what every last bar means, you know?
Now and now can't wait for our offer. In and out from now, I may have to off you. Bring your tower down, I may have to con you. 100,000 rounds that came with the congas. All you cowards now that made me a monster. Bring your tower out, they may have to stop us. They be biting like they making a zombie. Shooting, snooping like they came up in lobbies. Need donations for your safety, I'm sorry. Your salvation gonna take you an army. Killing like Chucky, I play with a Tommy. Make them ghost, I got the power of me. Hear an echo cause the way that they copy this.
Hey, I got a question. The dude on the right, like, this ain't at Scru. This is at the other dude over there. First off, quit flashing the blick, dude. That's the kind of thing that actually bothers me a little bit because the purpose of battle rap is to take the violence out of it. The reason battle rap exists in the first place is to give people a way to verbally combat, settle things, fight, debate, essentially go after each other, sort differences out, etc., 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 and not bring violence into it, not shoot, not commit any kind of violence. The whole purpose of it was to give a nonviolent outlet to artists and to people to be able to, you know, do that with. So I get kind of annoyed when I see people, that's a blurred out pistol. Just like that kind of annoys me a little bit. I mean, it is what it is. And I know I've heard Scru say exactly what I just said in songs. So it does bother me a little bit, just in my opinion, that clip made it in the video. And that's not even what I was going to bring up. That just happened to be when I paused. I was going to bring up the fact that this dude, my guy, you're counting all that money. What hands are you driving with? Are you driving with your knee just for the purpose of the video?
Now that made me a monster. Bring your towel out, they may have to stop us. They be biting like they making a zombie. Shooting, snooping like they came up in lobbies. Need donations for your safety, I'm sorry. Your salvation gonna take you an army. Killing like Chucky, I play with a Tommy. Make them ghost, I got the power of Kami. Here.
Sorry, make them ghost, I got the power of Kami. It's a Dragon Ball reference, but also... Hold on.
Salvation gonna take you an army. Killing like Chucky, I play...
Kill him like Chucky, I play with a Tommy. So... in the original 3 Chucky movies, the kid who Chucky was trying to take his body to get back out of the doll, his name was Tommy. Play with, kill him like Chucky, I play with a Tommy, but also Tommy gun, so.
With a Tommy, make them ghost, I got the power of Kami. Hear an echo cause the way that they copy. This a danger film, stop playing with Rod. Let's get to the shit, my
Hear an echo the way that they copy.
Profession switch, school of hard knocks, the profession shit. You better move like the president's did, or you gonna move out like Kennedy did. Don't F with the kid. Son of a gun like a tech in the crib. Bitch, my initial.
Son of a gun like a tech in the crib? So, a tech in my house, but also son of a gun, it's in the crib house, but crib like baby crib, son of a gun like a tech in the crib. That's the shit I love, dude.
Profession switch, school of hard knocks, the profession shit. You better move like the president's did, or you gonna move out like Kennedy did. Don't F with the kid, son of a gun like a tech in the crib. Bitch, my initials and F and an N. Bitch, the kitchen, let the chef begin.
Bitch, my initials and F and an N?
Go and drop that low pussy, I'll meet you there. Now what you want? Pop up in your home, pussy, I'll greet you there. Really kill you. I ain't shooting low pussy, just be prepared.
See, this is fine though. This is gun bar rap. That's different. That's not the same as, here's a pistol, I will literally shoot you with this. I'm holding it in my video right now, dangling it like it's some Fruit Gushers. That's what's different in that other clip. And what's wrong with all of drill rap. Drill rap specifically should not exist. That's sociopath, psychopath behavior. This is different. This is gun bars, not the same.
Go and drop that low pussy, I'll meet you there. Now what you want? Pop up in your home, pussy, I'll greet you there. Really kill you. I ain't shooting low pussy, just be prepared. Never like you. Park you in that garage and leave you there.
That I ain't shooting low pussy, I'll greet you there. That, it kind of reminds me of, in the original Euphoria, he says it earlier in the song than this, but he says, the first time I ever shot me a Drake, my homie done told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. So first time I shot me a Drake, but also Kendrick, first time I shot me a Drake, I didn't point down enough. Today I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. I'm sorry, that bar that Scru just said reminded me of that a lot. Also, I like this little, it's not like, it's almost like he threw a hook on the end of the song with the beat switch instead of doing just a whole third round of bars. I like it.
Pop up in your home, pussy, I'll greet you there. Really kill you. I ain't shooting low, pussy, just be prepared. Never like you. Park you in that garage and leave you there. You, my friend, if you remove Eminem and you remove NF, who are you? Bitch, improve on your pen, you sound stupid again. Yeah, we get it, man, we heard rap God too.
If you remove Eminem and remove NF, who are you?
You remove NF, who are you? Bitch, improve on your pen, you sound stupid again.
Improve on your pen, you sound stupid again. Yeah, we get it, bro. We heard Rap God too. All right, so it's definitely, undoubtedly, I mean, if it's not at Knox at this point, I think this, when you say bars like that and you also start with the Die on That Hill at the beginning, I would say that this one undoubtedly is at Knox. If it's not, then at the very least, those are bars at a white rapper generally. So I'm only bringing that up because, like, some people say it's a 9-song battle, some say it's a 6 and argue about where it started. I think it's pretty undeniable that this is, at this point, I mean, it kind of hard to talk around this one right here, but...
You, my friend, if you remove Eminem and you remove NF, who are you? Bitch, improve on your pen, you sound stupid again. Yeah, we get it, man, we heard rap God too. Do you even like rap, man? It sounds like cat, but you whack, I ain't even gotta argue. You just did it for the clout, your opinion doesn't count. You think Tom McDonald goes hard, dude.
Okay, so this is the other part. This is the other part. I heard this through Shaq, and what I'm about to say is not a shot at Shaq. Don't take it that way whatsoever. This I'm so late to the beef that nobody should give a fuck about what I'm tacking on right here. But it is not a shot at Shaq at all. I know that a lot of reactors talked about that line. I hadn't heard the line, but I heard that there was the Tom McDonald mention, generally speaking. And then people like to show the clip of Scru years ago interviewing Tom McDonald and talking highly of him and everything. But in Scru's defense, I heard what Scru said back, which is, hey, pay attention to the date. That interview was in 2019, 7 years ago. I think when this came out, it would have been 5 years ago. But either way, if you go back to 2019, you're talking about, like, I don't know, Ghost Stories or Gravestones, Tom McDonald, maybe, which is very different than, like, Brave 2 and current Tom McDonald. Now, I'm not taking a side either way. If you think I'm going to sit here and break down where I stand on artists like Tom McDonald, I'm just not going to do that. That's not a battlefield I'm willing to jump into right now. But undeniably, as a person who calls all of hip-hop down the middle until swayed one way or the other for good reason, if you go back to 2019-ish Tom MacDonald, it is a very different Tom MacDonald. And this isn't me saying, oh, old Tom this, new Tom that. No, it just, what he brought to the table primarily at that time, he was a very different artist. But all artists go through, some evolve, some devolve, so on and so forth. But just saying that this line, when you look at this line and say, how are you taking a shot at people that like Tom, but you interviewed Tom? I think that that only works at surface level if you don't dig even a quarter of an inch below the surface. As soon as you look into it at all, I feel like it's relatively debunked. But, and I can see people already trying to say that they're like, I'm trying to glaze Tom MacDonald or something right there. It's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I just spoke entirely in support of Scru right there. I'm pretty sure if you actually listen to what I said, that last 3 minutes, I entirely was just coming to Scru's defense.
I ain't even gotta argue. You just did it for the clout. Your opinion doesn't count. You think Tom MacDonald goes hard, dude. Uncreative little bitch. You gonna say the same shit everybody say when they try to harm Scru. And get the racists on your side, cause they always done around. They don't listen, they just hate niggas and argue. You the king of lions, so I gotta star you. Fuck bar you, I really wanna.
You the king of lions, so I really gotta scar you. The Lion King, Mufasa, Scar. You the king of lions, so I really gotta scar you.
Or dude, uncreative little bitch. You gonna say the same shit everybody say when they try to harm Scru. And get the racists on your side, cause they always done around. They don't listen, they just hate niggas and argue.
So basically what he's saying right there is, I beef with a lot of people, but every time that they reply to me, the first thing they're quick to say is, you just hate white people, you hate white rappers, you hate white this. Basically said, you do the same thing that everyone else do, get the racists on your side to try to harm Scru. You just hate and argue.
Everybody say when they try to harm Scru. And get the racists on your side, cause they always done around. They don't listen, they just hate niggas and argue. You the king of lions, so I gotta star you. Fuck bar you, I really wanna harm you. No cash, yeah, I promise it'll cost you. I'll be honest, you already lost, dude. Go and drop that low pussy, I'll meet you there. Not what you want. Pop up in your home, pussy, I'll greet you there. Really kill you. I ain't shooting low, pussy, just be prepared. Never like you. Fuck you in that garage and leave you there.
I'm not gonna lie. You definitely went to like the 6th floor of a parking garage outside of Macy's in 2026. Because I don't know how you got all this space to shoot inside here. But all right, that is the first of, I think, 6 tracks in this back and forth that they had. I think it goes 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. It might go like 1-1, 2-1, 1-1, something like that. I have them in order regardless, but I think the next one that's going to pop up is Knox. So remember, we are doing all 6 and we are calling it Down the Middle. And I will start a playlist. These videos will go into the Knox playlist for the Knox songs and the Scru playlist for the Scru songs, but I will have an independent playlist that's just the Scru Knox beef. So if you just want to watch that and in order, there will be a playlist isolated for just that, starting with this song. So I hope you enjoyed the first song, and Knox will be next up, and I will see you there. Bye.